Cleopatra VII, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt, has been immortalized in history and popular culture as a figure of extraordinary beauty and seductive charm. But was Cleopatra truly the most beautiful woman ever? Or is this image a product of myth and historical embellishment? To answer this question, we need to delve into the historical records, explore her depiction in ancient and modern sources, and understand the cultural and political context of her time. Cleopatra was born in 69 BCE into the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Macedonian Greek royal family that had ruled Egypt since the death of Alexander the Great. The Ptolemies were known for their complex dynastic politics, often marked by intrigue and infighting. Cleopatra herself ascended to the throne at the age of 18, co-ruling with her younger brother Ptolemy II. Her early reign was characterized by a struggle for power, which she eventually won with the support of Julius Caesar. The most enduring images of Cleopatra come from Roman sources, particularly the works of historians such as Plutarch, Cassius Dio, and Suetonius. These accounts were written after her death and were heavily influenced by Roman perceptions and political agendas. Plutarch, for example, wrote that her beauty was not in itself incomparable, nor such as to strike those who saw her. Instead, he emphasized her intelligence, wit, and charm, suggesting that her allure lay in her personality and charisma rather than her physical appearance. Roman propaganda also played a significant role in shaping Cleopatra's image. After her defeat and subsequent suicide in 30 BCE, Octavian, the future Emperor Augustus, sought to vilify her as a dangerous and exotic seductress who had ensnared both Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. This portrayal served to justify his own actions and solidify his power. The image of Cleopatra as a femme fatale was thus cemented in the Roman imagination and has persisted through the centuries. In addition to historical texts, numismatic evidence provides valuable insights into Cleopatra's appearance. Coins minted during her reign depict her with distinctive features: a prominent nose, strong jawline, and large expressive eyes. These depictions are not necessarily flattering by modern standards, but they reflect the artistic conventions of the time and Cleopatra's desire to present herself as a powerful and authoritative ruler. It is important to note that these images were designed to convey her status and legitimacy rather than her beauty. Cleopatra's relationship with Julius Caesar began in 48 BCE, when she famously had herself smuggled into his presence wrapped in a carpet, or possibly a bed sack, according to some accounts. This audacious act demonstrated her resourcefulness and determination. Cleopatra and Caesar became lovers, and she bore him a son, Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt Philopator Caesar, commonly known as Caesarion. Their alliance helped Cleopatra secure her position on the throne and strengthen her political influence. After Caesar's assassination in 44 BCE, Cleopatra aligned herself with Mark Antony, one of Caesar's closest associates and a member of the Second Triumvirate. Their relationship was both personal and political, marked by grand displays of wealth and power. Cleopatra's ability to captivate Antony was legendary, and their union produced 3 children. This alliance, however, provoked the ire of Octavian, leading to a protracted conflict that culminated in the Battle of Actium in 31 BCE. Defeated, Antony and Cleopatra both committed suicide, marking the end of Ptolemaic rule and the beginning of Roman dominion over Egypt. Cleopatra's legacy has been shaped by a combination of historical records, literary works, and artistic representations. William Shakespeare's play Antony and Cleopatra, written in the early 17th century, is perhaps the most famous literary depiction of Cleopatra. Shakespeare portrayed her as a passionate and manipulative figure, reinforcing the image of her as a seductress. This characterization has influenced King. One of the most iconic portrayals of Cleopatra in modern times is the 1963 film Cleopatra, starring Elizabeth Taylor. The film, known for its lavish production and Taylor's striking performance, cemented Cleopatra's image as a paragon of beauty and glamour in the popular imagination. However, it is essential to recognize that such portrayals are influenced by contemporary ideals of beauty and do not necessarily reflect historical reality. Cleopatra's intellect and education were also integral to her allure. She was reportedly fluent in multiple languages, including Greek, Egyptian, and possibly Hebrew and Aramaic. Her education encompassed subjects such as philosophy, rhetoric, and astronomy, making her one of the most learned women of her time. This intellectual prowess, combined with her political acumen, enabled her to navigate the complex dynamics of her reign and maintain her position of power. Moreover, Cleopatra's ability to embody both Greek and Egyptian cultural elements played a crucial role in her rule. She presented herself as the reincarnation of the Egyptian goddess Isis, aligning herself with the religious and cultural traditions of her subject. This dual identity helped her garner support from both the Greek and Egyptian populations, reinforcing her legitimacy as a ruler. In examining Cleopatra's beauty, it is also important to consider the cultural standards of her time. Ancient Greek and Roman ideals of beauty differed significantly from modern notions. In ancient times, beauty was often associated with symmetry, proportion, and a sense of divine favor. Cleopatra's features, as depicted on coins and busts, may not align with contemporary ideals, but they likely conform to the aesthetic preferences of her era. Furthermore, the emphasis on Cleopatra's beauty should not overshadow her achievements as a ruler. Her reign was marked by significant political and economic accomplishments. She stabilized Egypt's economy, fostered trade, and implemented administrative reforms. Her diplomatic alliances with powerful Roman leaders showcased her strategic acumen and ability to wield influence on the international stage. Cleopatra's enduring legacy can also be seen in her impact on subsequent generations of women leaders. Her story has inspired countless women to pursue positions of power and influence, challenging traditional gender roles and stereotypes. Cleopatra's ability to assert her authority in a male-dominated world serves as a testament to her strength and resilience. In conclusion, the question of whether Cleopatra was the most beautiful woman ever is complex and multifaceted. While historical accounts and artistic depictions highlight her allure, it is essential to recognize that her beauty was intertwined with her intelligence, charisma, and political acumen. Cleopatra's legacy transcends physical appearance, encompassing her achievements as a ruler, her cultural impact, and her enduring influence on history. Whether seen as a symbol of beauty or a formidable leader, Cleopatra's story continues to captivate and inspire. Cleopatra's impact extends beyond her physical appearance and political achievements, encompassing her influence on culture, science, and literature. As we continue to explore the multifaceted nature of Cleopatra's legacy, it becomes evident that her contributions to various domains have left an indelible mark on history. One of Cleopatra's notable contributions was her patronage of the arts and sciences. Alexandria, the capital of Ptolemaic Egypt, was a renowned center of learning and culture during her reign. The city housed the Great Library of Alexandria, one of the most significant repositories of knowledge in the ancient world. Cleopatra's support for scholars, poets, and philosophers helped maintain Alexandria's status as a hub of intellectual activity. Cleopatra's involvement in scientific endeavors is also worth mentioning. The Ptolemies were known for their interest in scientific research, and Cleopatra continued this tradition. She is believed to have engaged in the study of alchemy and medicine, contributing to the advancement of these fields. Cleopatra's interest in alchemy was likely influenced by the rich tradition of Egyptian and Greek scientific thought, which sought to understand the natural world through observation and experimentation. In addition to her scientific pursuits, Cleopatra's role in literature is significant. Her life and reign have inspired countless works of literature, from ancient times to the present day. One of the earliest literary references to Cleopatra can be found in the works of Roman poets such as Horace and Virgil. These poets often depicted her as a seductive and dangerous figure, reflecting the Roman view of her as an enemy of the state. Cleopatra's influence on literature continued into the medieval and Renaissance periods. Geoffrey Chaucer's The Legend of Good Women, written in the late 14th century, includes a sympathetic portrayal of Cleopatra, highlighting her loyalty and love for Antony. This depiction contrasts with earlier Roman portrayals, suggesting a shift in how she was perceived over time. William Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra, written in the early 17th century, is perhaps the most famous literary work inspired by Cleopatra. Shakespeare's play explores the complexities of her character, portraying her as both a powerful ruler and a passionate lover. The play has been widely performed and adapted, contributing to the enduring fascination with Cleopatra's story. Cleopatra's legacy also extends to the visual arts. Throughout history, artists have been captivated by her image, producing numerous paintings, sculptures, and other works of art depicting her. In the Renaissance, Cleopatra was often portrayed as an idealized figure, embodying the beauty and elegance of classical antiquity. Artists such as Titian, Michelangelo, and Caravaggio created iconic representations of Cleopatra, each reflecting the artistic styles and cultural attitudes of their time. In the 19th and 20th centuries, Cleopatra's image was further popularized through film and theater. The 1963 film Cleopatra, starring Elizabeth Taylor, is one of the most famous cinematic portrayals of the Egyptian queen. The film's lavish production and Taylor's captivating performance helped cement Cleopatra's image as a symbol of beauty and glamour in popular culture. This portrayal, however, often overshadowed the historical complexities of her character, focusing more on her romantic relationships than her political achievements. Cleopatra's story has also been the subject of scholarly research and debate. Historians and archaeologists have sought to uncover the truth about her life and reign, examining ancient texts, artifacts, and archaeological sites. One of the most significant discoveries related to Cleopatra is the potential identification of her tomb. In recent years, archaeologists have been searching for the final resting place of Cleopatra and Mark Antony, with promising findings at the site of Tepazarus Magna, near Alexandria. Moreover, Cleopatra's relationships with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony have often been analyzed through the lens of gender and power. These alliances were not just romantic but also strategic, allowing Cleopatra to strengthen her position and secure her kingdom's future. Her ability to form and maintain these relationships highlights her political acumen and understanding of the intricate dynamics of power. In conclusion, the question of whether Cleopatra was the most beautiful woman ever cannot be answered definitively. Her beauty, as described by ancient sources, was intertwined with her charisma, intellect, and political skills. Cleopatra's legacy goes beyond her physical appearance, encompassing her achievements as a ruler, her contributions to culture and science, and her enduring influence on literature, art, and popular culture. Whether seen as a symbol of beauty or a formidable leader, Cleopatra's story continues to inspire and captivate, reminding us of the enduring power of historical figures to shape our understanding of the past and present. If you enjoyed this epic journey, please subscribe to our channel for more thrilling historical tales. Don't miss out on new videos. Hit the notification bell to stay updated.